Let's introduce ourselves, Team Blue and Team Red. We got ourselves Foggy is dead. Wait, what? No, we got Cap Your Knees here. That's a Frosty, okay. We also got Chrysler. I dot you, bro. We got Lightspath going up first versus Ray. Oh my god, we got Tor. What's this dude's name? How do you say your name? Tora? We're gonna call him Toro. This is a big old bull of a man. It's gonna be Ray on Team Horde. Running around trying to survive a Paladin. We'll see how well that works. And we also got Lilu. We also have kind of Red in there. We have Just Vanished chilling on the side. We got Foggy. What's up, Foggy? How you doing, man? Well, it's going to be Ray versus Lightspath off the bat. Probably the worst matchup for a Shadow Priest. He's going to get a Hodge up early by the Paladin. Going to trick it out of his son. And trick it coming out of Paladin as well. That's not wings for the Paladin either. That's going to be VT coming out for Ray. And it looks like the Paladin doesn't have any kind of kicks. So that's going to be Void Form coming out for Ray right now. Going to give Empirical Base up and running right now. Shield of Aegis coming up right now for the Paladin. It's going to go some big damage once it pops back to the Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest still hasn't had a pop. Now a big pop happens. Going to go for a... He's trying to go for a Greater Fate. Is going to get interrupted on Shadow, which is going to put him in a bad spot. Might want to disperse this maybe soonish. It is going to disperse right now. The fact that Disperse has a short cooldown, maybe that should be the first ability you want to use, just because you can get it back a little bit faster. Going to be if you're onto Paladin. His Lightspath still has a million different defenses that he could work with. That's going to be Scythian as well as Mindbender. Onto Lightspath doing a bit of damage. Void Eruption coming in back for Ray right now. And the Paladin is actually getting close to that execution sentence. It's going to be a silencer to the Paladin. Bubble coming down. Does Ray have a way to deal with this? Massive spell trying to come out. He's going to get the big executor to Lightspath. Lightspath is able to heal for a lot. Ray's taking a bunch of damage right now. Can he finish him off? Maybe. Shadowman's trying to come out. And Lightspath does eliminate him in a single judgment. That first matchup honestly wasn't the best for the Shadow Priest. Feels really bad, man. He had a nice setup. He had Lightspath on the ropes, but wings, bubble. That's just gonna make you immune, immortal, and Lightspath is getting to get a taste of his own medicine by getting obliterated by Dead, who is a survival hunter main. And it's gonna get a big old flag, big old flags, teabags, and everything onto Lightspath. Oh no. Capper is coming out, giving Dead opportunity. Hey, I'm gonna be the guy you're dueling or whatever. Gonna get a setup going as Execution Sentence hits him upside the head. Dead is gonna get a Hand of Freedom rolling. That's gonna be a big old grip by Capper Knees. Once he gets damage on Dead, once they stay on him. Stun coming onto there right now. Bob coming in. Capper Knees actually can do some damage through all that. It's gonna be Adaptation coming in with an IBF a little bit early for Capper Knees. Needs to go for big heals off of this, off of Dead, off of Foggy. Foggy being dead on his Paladin. Foggy trying not to get at Capper Knees. Doesn't want to engage him. Wants to be able to set up, wants to build some resources ahead of time. And this way, maybe he can do some damage. Are we going to see maybe wings coming in for Foggy? Maybe some sort of a 1 minute wings. Capper Knees is starting to recover in health with a bit of transfusion. Needs to get some damage back into Foggy. And a freedom coming out for Paladin. Short wings coming in. Can maybe get some... Oh, is that going to be full wings, actually? Looks like that is going to be full wings out of Foggy right now. Is Capper Knees going to be able to survive him? AMS coming out a little bit early. Actually, no. That was short wings. What am I talking about? That was short wings. What am I saying? Capper Knees is going to get hit with a Hodge. No way out of it. Adaptation not available for a bit. Might want to go Dark Pack. Maybe get some Death Strikes in there. We'll see what he ends up doing. Still staying in. Gets stunned to Foggy. Bubble coming out a little bit early. Capper Knees could go for a Death Pack right now. Is going to go for a Death Pack. Trying to find a way to survive through this bubble. He basically needs to run away or something. Execute Sentence coming in. That's going to be a Hodge next by Foggy. That's going to be Adaptation Trinket for Cap Your Knees. His healing is going to be necrotic out for just a little bit more. Is going to get Transfusion up and running early. That's going to be Warlock Health to keep him up and running. And it's time for him to turn the damage run onto this Paladin. Has the safety of the adaptation, but the Paladin hurts. The Paladin is going to pop a Trinket and do some damage to this Death Net metas. The Death Net is going to get the auto Trinket rolling. Foggy is still trying to get some massive damage into the DK. Capper Knees' health isn't doing all that amazing. Still needs to keep the resources rolling for self-healing. Foggy is just kiting him around as Capper Knees simply doesn't have the same reach. Stun coming on to Foggy. Trinkets out of it immediately. Shield of Vengeance is available if he wants to end Capper Knees. Looks like he's going to have wings up and running and does cleave down the little Death Knight that couldn't. Toro. I don't know how to say his name. That's some European name. Tore? Tore? I'm gonna call him Tore. Tore gonna go for a big old haymaker onto the Foggy off the bat. That's gonna be a big old touch of death. Stun coming out to follow. No way, no bubble available for Foggy. It's gonna be Fist of Fury while Serenity is still rolling. Is he gonna get some big damage in? And Shield of Vengeance is gonna almost pop with that touch of death. Couldn't quite connect a lot of hits during touch of death. Flash of lights are coming out for Foggy. Gonna get wings up and running. So that Shield of Vengeance should pop a lot for Tori. That's gonna be Executor Sentence on top of it. Tori is gonna back up and land a few Vivifies in there, man. Serenity, huh? Is that even a viable playstyle for PvP? Is that gonna be a ton of damage or something? Tori is gonna go for Fist of Fury right now as Foggy gonna go for a bit of wings damage, but he's getting parried on everything. Foggy's kind of out in the open without a bubble, without a bob. Shield of Vengeance is not available for a while, so if Tori plays his cards right, still is holding on to a trinket, he could actually end. Foggy is going to get a missed roll out. It's going to be Tiger's Lust to follow so he can keep mobile. Foggy is going to get short wings up and running. Koch coming down. Fist of Fury to parry. Is dead going to go down right now as a Paladin flashlights to try to come out. No kicks available. And barely has any health. Hand of Freedom coming in. Is Tori going to be able to eliminate him? Needs a bit of more melee auto attacks in there. Flashlights are coming out. Tori is going to get slowed down massively. And flashlights are going to come in for dead. Survive just by a little bit. Tori is not in the fight though. He's still walking. He's still moving. Needs to get a port up and running. Tiger's Lust and everything. Big shield up and running for Tori right now. Foggy is still trying to kite, trying to save for trinkets, trying to save for Shield of Vengeance, trying to wait it out. Tori is gonna mount her up right now. Massive absorb available for him. Is he rolling the trinket from the tank trinket? Is he playing the tank trinket? That'd be nutty if he is. That's going to be Tiger's Lust coming out. Is going to get a port up and running. Dead is going to get ported on. Decided to juke him out in the other direction. It's going to be in-cap coming in. Is that going to be full stun by Tori? Has Serenity available if he wants to go for it. Not going to go for Serenity. It's going to be Fist of Fury while Dead is locked down in a single stun. And Dead doesn't have a lot to work with as a Paladin. Going to hand a freedom and Pony out of there. Tori has a port if he wants to. Flash of lights coming out for Foggy. Does he have a Hodge available? Does land a Hodge. Maybe he can go for a defensive. Is going to get Execute Sentence on Tori. Not really sure if he needed to Execute Sentence him if he doesn't have a lot of damage to work with. But recovers on health. Trick available for Foggy. Shield of Vengeance coming up in about 4 seconds. That's going to be Touch of Death coming down onto Foggy. The Fist of Fury locking him down. Shield of Vengeance coming in. Is that going to be enough to eliminate him? Death is going to tick down. Oh my god. He saw the solo. Flashlights coming in. Whole minute left. Oh, Hand of Freed. Oh my god. The Ring of Peace. Just to keep the Paladin next to him, and Fist of Fury lock him down. Down he goes as a Paladin slain by a haymaking. A haymaker, literally a haymaker. Tora. It's gonna be full kidney shot coming down. Has karma if necessary. It's gonna be just Vantage just getting base dots on Tora. That's gonna be Mally to follow. Haymaker gonna go for Tora. Gonna just knock this rogue way out of there. Get out of there, boy. Gonna pop up a defensive against magic, which is gonna be pretty good against poisons. Vivifies are coming out. Growth coming in. That's gonna be karma. The dots are gonna go back to the rogue. That's what Tori, I think, is just gonna go for a big old reset. And just Vanish is gonna take some damage from the karma, which is gonna do some healing to Tori. 50% dampening, though, is gonna reduce it. Just Vanish trying to get around the other side. Isn't gonna be able to get a full reset. Gotta go road onto Tori. Wants to go for a kidney shot. Trinket available for Tori if he needs to. It does land the kidney shot. Needs to wait a minute for his karma available, but he's actually waiting for his Serenity in about 20 seconds. Can he go some big damage onto the rogue? The rogue actually getting caught out in the open. Can't get a full road, full stun reset onto Tori. He's going to target his last after him. Fist of Fury to lock the rogue down. The rogue is going to get parried in all his attacks. Shadow Step coming in with a kidney. Does he have Vendetta to go? He's going to go with the Vendetta onto Tori. No defensive available for Tori right now. He's going to port the hell out of there. And Vivifies are coming out, that's all he's really got. In-cap coming out onto the rogue. He's not going to trinket us. Vivifies is still rolling. Could go for Fist of Fury if he needed to. Is going to get a stun onto the rogue. That's going to be big old Serenity. Trying to return the damage back into the rogue. Fist of Fury as rogue goes for advantage. Tori was still hitting him for a little bit. Going to get a heal rolling spin. Kraken coming out. Getting a shot coming in by the rogue. Looks at Tori is out of options. Down he goes. I thought his guild name was going to be not Celerity Fabry. I thought it was going to be some Soviet something. I would have said something about like, oh yeah, he's a big old husky boy, Soviet. I would make sense to be like a big old Soviet guy, you know what I mean? In Soviet Russia. He's gonna get a slow into the pet. Looks like Kryze is walking up next to him. Root coming down and Cataclysm coming in onto just Vantage. Gonna pre-fade a little bit early. Trying to get a stun into Kryzer. Does land a stun. There could be a Pet CC coming out right now. Pet CC comes in. Kryzer could go for some big damage right now out of that kidney. Is he gonna go for a big old setup? Gotta go for an Immolate right now into a Root, maybe into Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt is gonna go flying. Vanish is gonna get a Fate rolling ahead of time. And second Chaos Bolt to follow is gonna drop him down to about half health with a massive dot. The pet is still whipping him behind the pillar. That's gonna be Kryzer trying to land again another angle on him. Needs to get angles onto just Vanish where he can get a full cast off back to back. Vanish is actually gonna get at Kryzer with a full kidney to follow him. No pets CC available, and Vanish still has a fair low health. Mally to follow onto Chrysler. That's going to be a horror effect onto Vanish. Chaos Bolts are coming out. Going to get out of those Chaos Bolts. No, try to go for a root. That's going to be maybe the pet CC can come out by the pet, by the Succubus. This is where Chrysler could go for a big setup onto Just Vanish X. Fear DR'd. Could go for a Sun. Is going to resummon a Succubus as his goes down. The other Succubus is going to come in with a slow one. I guess dots, in the way. This is going to be Just Vanished again. Trying to get away from the Succubus. It's going to do a fair amount of damage. Trying to reheal as much as it can. Get a shot coming down to Chrysler. The Succubus could go for CC. It does go for CC. Vanish out of any kind of ways to deal with Chrysler. Chrysler is going to get a lock Hellstorm going right now. Cataclysm to follow. Into a root effect. Into maybe a Casbolt. Casbolt trying to come out. Does get broken. Vanish does get to break out of that root though. I guess maybe we'll sprint. Oh, hello, YouTube, please. Oh my god. What? Come on, YouTube. Trying to suppress my music. Come on, man. Trying to suppress my music. Down and get some cool TIRAN, dude. I'm working on him, man. I'm working on him. That's going to be a horror onto Vanish into a fear. Out in the open. Chrysler is able to get his full setup. It's going to land a little bit extra distance with Casbolt, Cataclysm, Shadow Fury, actually. That's going to be Shadow Step. Stun onto Vanish. That's going to be short pet CC. The Chrysler doesn't have to deal with a full Vendetta. Gonna drop down an Infernal into a Cataclysm. Vanish is gonna get a Cloak out running. That's gonna be Mally to fall into Vanish. Gonna get a heal rolling with a Cloak of Shadows. He does get to live through most of Chrysler's bursts. Chrysler is setting up for massive Chaos Bolts. Still not out of the fight quite yet. Chrysler should be using all of his resources. You got massive Chaos Bolts setting up. Blind coming into Chrysler. Could trinket it. Does trinket it. And Vanish does have Chrysler into a full kitted shot. Is that going to be Pet CC to maybe get him off? Doesn't look like it. Chrysler just needs to find a way to live through it. Doesn't look like the Rogue is going to go for big damage. This is where Chrysler is going to be left with dots. Sage Trinket to follow him. Vanish barely has any health. Infernal is going to fall apart. Chrysler is not going to have the beefy damage off of that Infernal. Still has a Dark Soul if he needs to. Chrysler is going to get a root fear on a horror into fear, maybe onto Vanish X. Looks like fear trying to come out, get a shot. Maybe a Pet CC to follow. Does land a Pet CC. Vanish is going to get a trinket off that. The Pet is going to continue running. This is where Chrysler needs to get that Cataclysm around the corner to get the dots up and running into Vanish. This is where Vanish Health is not doing that amazing. 44% dampening. The horror effect is not going to help with that much of the heal. And Chrysler does take him out with a couple Conflagrates. That's going to be the next row. Kind of red. Going up next onto Chrysler. Garrote came out. It's going to be a port out of it. It looked like Just Vanish just kind of got melted over time. It's going to be short. What is that? Trinket by Kind of Red. Immolate is going to land. Chrysler is going to get a Drain Life up and running. I think Kind of Red trying to line up a Trinket off of that fear, but use that a little bit early maybe. Kind of Red is out in the open with a dot, getting rooted out in the open. Chrysler is going to go for a Drain Life. Is Kind of Red going to go at him, or is he going to use the Pillar? But a Shadow Step next to him. Horror effect to follow, getting Stun Lock completely. Complete full CC chain with a Chaos Bolt, Immolate to follow, root to short. Cloak of Shadows coming out for Kind of Red a little bit early, and Chrysler still has a shield that's building up over time. Still not out of the fight, at 49% dampening. Gonna go for Shadow Fury around the corner. Chaos Bolt into Kind of Red. Gonna eat a full Chaos Bolt right now. Save the Trinket to proc. And Chrysler's kind of waiting for Cataclysm. Once you get some big damage into Kind of Red, it's gonna be Pet CC coming in. As he gets the kidney up and running, does Chrysler have a lot to work with here? Cataclysm into a Conflagrate. There's gonna be Cheat Death coming in for Kind of Red, and down he goes. Two Rogues eliminated back-to-back. Lose up next. As the Monk is going to set up a back-away port. They can back out of there with a plan B. Mally to follow until a little bit early. Chrysler is going to get a horror effect into a fear until Lewis. Lou gets himself a defensive going. That's going to be a Trinket coming out. Wall available for Chrysler. Trinket's out of it. Wall in right now so he can at least reduce some of the damage he takes. Fear trying to come out. Does land a fear with a barely clip of health into another fear. Maybe he can get onto root onto Lalum. Does get a root. Needs to wait for his horror effect to be available soon. And down he goes, man. Just not a lot of health to work with. And Lalum is going to land a kill. Adatya Bro is the last man left. Another Destruction Warlock, it looks like. Change up his staff. Unless he changed his spec completely. Did he? I don't tell. Oh, he is Affliction. Dude, you actually listened to me. I said his name is Adatya Bro. He should be Affliction. It looks like this man is Affliction. Going to land a Haunt, which is going to break that fear. Lou's going to have those dots rolling. This actually might be very much an advantage to Adatya Bro. The dot playstyle with dampening and the pet on the Lou. He's actually just going to take damage at all times. Can't really heal through it passively or as effectively. He's going to start dropping and dipping little by little. The Karma is not going to get incredible damage back into Adatya Bro or anything. So it's going to be Lou just getting completely knocked out. out little by little. Does kill the pet. Images are coming out. Wall coming in for Dotty, bro. He's just backing up. Trying to land a fear. Is going to land a fear onto Lulu. Needs to resummon the pet. Just actually getting his dots up and running into a haunt onto Lulu to follow. Maybe get some kind of a UA. Trying to get some UAs. His touch of death is going to hit him. Getting silenced out right now. Dotty, bro, doesn't have any more defenses. It just needs to keep running. Trinket coming out into a horror effect into Lulu. No way out of it is going to get refeared. If Adachi Bro can get more dots until Lulu gonna go for Drain Life. Lulu's gonna go for a Rig of Peace just to get Adachi Bro stop from casting. This Fear coming out as he does get to silence him, and looks like Adachi Bro is gonna get taken out by the Loom. He tried, man. He tried. At least he tried playing Affy. That was pretty nice. I feel like that actually would have been the way to win that, man. So Wappa Hunter is stupid and 1v1 is. What's up, Purple Haze? How you doing, man? How you doing, my dude?